Everyone, Kritika here. Yeah, today I just wanted to discuss with you all about this half adder. Okay, so in this presentation, you'll be knowing what is an adder circuit, what do you mean by an half adder, what are the application of half adder, how to realize the half adder using different gates. So you'll get to know all these things in this presentation. Okay, so yes, let us get into the topic and let us see what's there in the presentation. Before getting into the half adder, I just wanted to explain you like what do you mean by adder circuit first. What, as the name indicates, adder is a digital circuit that is meant for addition of numbers. Okay, so there are two types of adders actually. So one is half adder and the other one is full adder. Okay, so in this presentation you'll be you'll get to know about this half adder. Okay, first of all, we just wanted to know what is a half adder. Half adder, it's also a digital circuit which adds only two numbers, guys. Okay, here a and take a right side look here. This is a half adder representation where a and b are the inputs, sum and carry are the outputs. Okay, to realize in half adder we need two gates. One is AND gate, that is downside, and the upper one is XOR gate. Okay, so the inputs are a and b, to get the outputs sum and carry. Okay, half adder is constructed using XOR and AND gate. As I already told, it is the simplest circuit when we compare with the other circuits. Okay, half adders are mainly used in arithmetic and logical units. Okay, so yes, now let us see the truth table of an half adder. What do you mean by a truth table? The possible combinations what we can have as the inputs to the adder is termed to be the, here in this truth table you will get all the combinations what are possible as the input. With respect to that you will get the respective outputs. Okay, a and b are the inputs over here, sum and carry are the outputs. Okay, a truth table is a table which is used to represent the boolean expression of a logic gate function. Okay, so it gives each possible input combinations of the circuit, the resultant output depending upon the combination of inputs what we are feeding to the adder circuit. Okay, so let us see this truth table of half adder now. See, when both the inputs are 0 0, what is an adder circuit? It adds the inputs, right? So half adder adds the two inputs a and b to give sum and carry as output. Okay, so let us take the first condition, that is both a and b are 0. 0 plus 0 is what? 0. So the sum is 0 as well as the carry is also 0. 0 plus 1 is what? The sum is 1. There is no carry here, that is 0. 1 plus 0 is what? 1 with no carry. Okay, 1 plus 1 is not true here, guys. Okay, 1 plus 1, here we have only binary numbers, zeros and ones. Okay, 0 and 1 are the numbers over here. We have only two conditions. So when one is added with another one, it is to be 1 plus 1 is 0 with a carry 1. Okay, that's why we have got the carry as 1 with 0 as the sum output. Okay, now let us see how we can realize using this K-map. Okay, before that let me explain you the equations for this half adder. Okay, so first see how an expression can be some expression can be seen is, for some expression the downside one, you can see the XOR gate. I have already, you can refer to my previous presentation wherein which you can get the detailed explanation about these gates and or not. All gates I have explained in detail, so that you can refer my previous videos for that. Sum is always a XOR b. What is a XOR b? It is a bar b plus ab bar. Okay, that is an XOR gate. So sum will be obtained like that, and the carry expression is obtained by, since it is an AND gate, a dot b is a expression for half adder. Okay, now let us see how we can realize using this K-map. Okay, why we are going for this K-map is, what does a K-map do is, this will reduce the number of gates used for the implementation purpose. Okay, when we are doing implementation, the number of gates will be reduced by solving the expression using K-map. Okay, this is the K-map. So this is how you have to put, since there are 4 inputs, you have to put 4 boxes like this, and a bar a, that is we have two combination, that is 0 and 1 here. Okay, and upside one side you have to take input a and another side for input b. Okay, b bar represents 0, b represents 1. Okay, so see in the sum table you have 0 1 1 0. Okay, you have to look at the combinations of a and b. When a bar b bar means what? 0 0. When both are 0, what is the sum? 0. So it has not represented here 0. If the box is empty, it is represented as it is 0. By default you have to take it to your brain. Okay, then a bar b means what? 0 1 combination. 0 1, a is 0, b is 1. What is the output? Output is 1. That's why it's mentioned here 1. Okay, then coming to the second line, horizontally, then 1 and 0, that is a b bar. A is 1, b is 0. Okay, here we have to put 1. Okay, so the another one is 0. By default it's empty. So what is this? See, the expression is a. When you get 1, you have to take the respective expression. Take to the left side, that is a, and take the straight this thing, which is b bar. A b bar, a dot b bar. Okay, and plus the another expression is a bar b. Okay, so a bar plus a bar b plus a b bar is what? It is an XOR operation, that is sum is equal to a XOR b. Okay, for the carry expression we have only 1 when both the combinations are 1. So a dot b is the expression. So this is how we can simplify the expression to reduce the logic gate numbers. Okay, now see this half adder has got a limitation that it has the capacity to add only 2 bits. Okay, a and b, only 2 bits it can add. It cannot take the, see, when we are designing huge circuits, logic circuits, it's multiple number of half adders or full adders we need to use. Okay, so when the limitation of half adder is where it does not, it don't have the capacity to add the previous carry input. Okay, so this is a drawback of this, and that's why multiple bits cannot be added when we are performing a chain operation over here. So what we are doing, so we are switching to the next level of adder, that is full adder. Okay, so where we have application of this half adder, it is in the combinational logic circuits. Okay, so in my next presentation you will be getting knowledge about this full adder. So that in the next presentation we can in detail we can explain about this full adder circuit. Okay, thank you so much guys for your patience. Thank you for supporting me, and please do like my video and subscribe to my channel so that you will be the first person to receive my updated video. Thank you so much.